His aunt never expected one stubborn fighter to come out of such a weak family. It took her forever to find her words. Song Ran, are you crazy? I'm calling the police. Fangjie, you're just watching your wife go insane in my house? My husband took a step back, lowered his head, and looked wronged. You know I can't beat her. I glanced at him. Wronged? Please. He was holding back laughter. I bent down, snapped off one table leg, and weighed it in my hand. Go ahead and call the police. Those injuries on you two won't even count as minor injuries. I'll be out in a few days. And I'm a very friendly person. I like your house. Once I'm out, I'll come here every day. What, you don't have cash? That's fine too. I walked around checking the furniture. You can pay with stuff. Don't worry, I've got good aim. I won't smash anything extra. With that, I swung the stick and smashed the sliding door. Used old sliding door, 1,000. Then I went into the kitchen and smashed every pot, bowl, ladle, and pan. Used dishes, bundle price, 1,000. Finally, I aimed at a light fixture and threw. The light went out, fell onto the coffee table, and both shattered to pieces. 10-year-old crappy light and coffee table. I'll take the loss and count it as 1,000. After I finished smashing, my husband held my hand and said, Your hand is red. Add some medical fees. Good idea. I turned around and kicked over 2 more vases. That covers the medical fee. Enough! His uncle was so angry he couldn't speak. He really wanted to call the police. But seeing how smoothly she smashed things, even better than street thugs, what if she reported him and then waited outside his door every day? Get out! His uncle's face turned livid, and after holding it in for ages, that was all he managed to say. I clapped my hands and called my mother-in-law to leave. Fine, we'll leave it at that this time. Next time you need someone to cook, call me. I'll give you 20% off. Your house really has no standards. It's this messy and you're still hosting relatives? There's nowhere to even step. My husband followed behind me and apologized. Sorry you had to suffer, Ran. His uncle, who had just caught his breath, nearly passed out from anger again. She trashed my house and she suffered. She's the least wronged person here. His uncle trembled all over. Get out! As long as I'm alive, your family will never step through my door again. I stopped, turned around, and stared straight at him. He instinctively took a step back. What else do you want? I said nothing. I just stepped back into his house. In, out, in, out. I repeated it several times. Then I asked, How are you still alive? You've got a tough life. From that day on, for more than half a year, his uncle's family stayed much quieter. My mother-in-law was visibly more relaxed, and my father-in-law smiled more too. Only I had been idle for half a year, and I kind of missed them. Fangjie apologized to me. My family's situation is basically a swamp. I dragged you into it, and I really feel bad. I was already bored, so I couldn't stand hearing that. I love dealing with weirdos. For others, it might be a nightmare. For me, it's my personal playground. In the blink of an eye, spring was almost here, and the demolition plan that had been brewing for 3 years finally came out. The old 80-square-meter apartment my mother-in-law lived in happened to be within the demolition zone. Based on the area, the compensation was close to $10 million. The day after the demolition plan was announced, his uncle's family, whom we hadn't seen in a long time, showed up. This time, it was their eldest son, the so-called top student who studied abroad, Fang Yuan, the most successful one in the Fang family. He had been living overseas for years and came back specifically to get married. And just in time, my mother-in-law's place was being demolished. If they didn't come scam some money, it wouldn't be their style. Fang Yuan came over with 2 men in suits. He walked in without greeting anyone, said nothing, looked around the place, then spoke coldly. You have 3 days to move out. My in-laws froze. We guessed he might come asking for money, but we didn't expect him to try taking everything. My father-in-law said, Fang Yuan, this is my home. Why are you telling us to move out? Fang Yuan scoffed. Second uncle, are you getting old or is your brain not working anymore? This apartment was originally assigned to my family. You people shamelessly forced us to give it to you. This was my family's apartment, so the demolition money naturally belongs to us. My mother-in-law trembled with anger. What? I shamelessly forced you? Back then, our family was assigned a 120-square-meter apartment. Your parents said your family had more people and insisted on swapping with us. And now you're twisting the truth? I held my forehead. My mother-in-law had improved, but not by much. Why use idioms right now? Just drop to the floor. That wins instantly. Fang Yuan clapped his hands. So you admit it. You only live here because we swapped apartments back then. We won't take advantage of you. Just swap them back. I was getting anxious watching this. In this kind of situation, this kind of dispute, arguing back and forth was pointless. But arguing was already my in-law's limit, so at the critical moment, I pushed my husband. Fangjie stepped forward and pulled at him. Cousin, you can't do this. This is my home. Fang Yuan instinctively tried to shake him off. In that split second, I moved fast, grabbed my mother-in-law, and pushed her forward. Fang Yuan's hand, the one he used to shake someone off, landed lightly on my mother-in-law's shoulder. My mother-in-law froze for 2 seconds, then suddenly understood and dropped straight to the floor. Ouch, get up, tap below to watch the full episode.